actually happened, just like the first time. But there was a technical glitch, which is why you couldn't hear me. So can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can people hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, so let's get back into it. Again, apologies for the technical error, just like yesterday with Glenn. But that's all right because I don't know what to do. Are we online for sure? Yes. Okay, sweet. Okay, so welcome again to another session of Power Drift Live Buzz. Again, apologies. This is not going to be half as interesting as yesterday's session because we do not have any international fans here. It's just me and you, and we're going to jump right into the main topic at hand, the Dominar. A topic, a bike which has been the talking point forever, right? Ever since it's launched, and more so after the first ride. And I have to say, kudos to all you motovloggers out there. You guys have done a phenomenal job. There was already so many videos even before I actually rode the bike. You're making it that much easier for prospective buyers to make an informed decision. And you're making my life that much harder. But it's great to see that your hard work is really paying off because you have a lot of people now following you for good content. So keep it coming. As for me, we then had to come up with something special. So that's why we came up with our Dominar videos. We came up with two of them and we tried to make them as comprehensive as possible. The first one, as you already know, was more of a first ride impression, comprehensive first ride impression. And the second one was a comparison video. Again, that was something which stemmed out of you guys, whatever you guys had requested for. Because once our first video of the Dominar, the launch video went out, we had a lot of people asking us about how it fared against its main touring rivals. So trust me, that's one clarification which I want to make. We did not pick out those models. It was you guys, it was the PD Army, because those were the models which people kept asking about again and again and again, which is why they were included in that comparo. And of course, there are other bikes now which you guys have been asking about and talking about in our comment section, which is the Himalayan and the TNTs. Himalayan, of course, a bike in a similar price bracket, similar cubic capacity, and a bike which has done really well for Royal Enfield in terms of what's done for their brand. It's a very bold step for them. So we'll obviously talk about them. We'll talk about the Himalayan in our comprehensive review when we get to spend more time with the Dominar. And as far as the TNTs are concerned, TNT 300, it's almost twice as expensive. So not a fair comparison. TNT 25 is a good comparison. Unfortunately, I can't talk much about it because we are yet to test ride it. So I'm not the best help there. But as far as the Mojo is concerned, as far as the Himalaya is concerned, we'll talk a lot more about it in our comprehensive review of the Dominar. Because again, this was the first ride review. We only spent about 180 to 200 kilometers. So we are not in the best shape to really give you a thorough understanding of how the Dominar does as a touring package. But in a comprehensive view, that's exactly what you can expect. But then moving on, talking about the comparison video, I am really overwhelmed to see the kind of participation we got for the contest, right? And enough of the suspense, it's time for me to disclose the winner. So are you guys ready? Winner number one is Mr. Anup Menon from our notification squad. You don't know what that is? Well, as I kept talking about, right? First, subscribe to the channel. Okay, once you have subscribed, that's a good step. Then there's a small bell to the subscribe button, click on that and turn on the notification. So all you guys who had done that, we had created a special thread just for this comparison video and for people to answer. And Mr. Anup has done that. So kudos. Our second winner is Vyas Maulin. He was the first guy to answer the question correctly. So kudos, guys. There are fantastic PD Army t-shirts coming your way, the 2017 edition. Pretty damn cool. And here's the thing. All you other guys who won the t-shirts, well, we have decided to give out another t-shirt. One lucky winner. So the contest is still on, which is why I'm not going to answer the question. So you guys can, of course, please subscribe, turn on the notifications, and answer the question so that one more lucky guy can win the PD Army t-shirt. And I'll give you another reason why you should be subscribed and notified, because the onslaught, if you think about it, has just about begun. Because after the Dominar, now you have its racing cousins, the RCs, the 2017 RCs making a strong comeback. So we have, I think today is the 18th. So tomorrow, wow, tomorrow we have the launch of that, and you do not want to miss out on that video too. So please stay subscribed, stay notified. And not just that, we also have another interesting bike coming from Yamaha, probably the new FZ, probably the new FZ, which is 250cc or 300cc. You just don't know. So I'm not going to speculate because, like last time, when the whole world was expecting, or whole world, all of India was expecting them to launch the R25, they dropped a bomb and dropped the R3. So we never know. So I'm not going to speculate. We're going to give you the exact information from the launch, and for that, how do I put this? For you to be the first one to get that information, you have to subscribe. Okay, what else? I'm going to look at some of the questions which you guys have been asking. Another point which I would like to bring up here in terms of the Dominar, right? We got a lot of questions about its reliability and if it's reliable. Well, here's the thing. Honestly, we can't really talk much about reliability because we have not been able to test that motorcycle long enough. And when we talk about reliability, we're talking about a long-term test. And we are trying our level best from our end to get the Dominar for a long-term test so that we're in a much better position to answer those questions about reliability. All I can say for now, based on my first impression, is it's definitely the best foot forward from Bajaj. They have cut corners previously, like on the NS, which I thought was a fantastic bike, but I felt that it was, in terms of a product, it was almost 90% there, and Bajaj almost left it there. So, but with the Dominar, they have really gone the whole mile. They have cut corners, no doubt, in terms of it is a little on the heavier side. It also doesn't get the double overhead camshaft, but to be honest, for a product like that, which is supposed to be a cruiser, both those things don't really matter, right? Because it's heavy, of course, it's supposed to be a cruiser, so you get straight line stability. Secondly, it's not supposed to be like the KTM Duke 390, like really quick, really sharp. They already have a product, right? They wanted something which is more biased towards touring and a more relaxed ride. For that, the Dominar, a single overhead camshaft setup works just about fine. So reliability wise, yes, we will have to wait until we get the bike for long term, but until then, these were my first impressions, and overall it's a product which I'm really impressed with, and I'm looking forward to spend more time with it so I can give you more accurate and good information about its touring abilities. So what more questions do we have? The comprehensive review, when is it coming out? Well, as soon as we get the bike. We are still waiting for it. Hopefully in the month of February is when we'll get it. And as soon as we get it and we have done shooting it, we'll get it live to you. Not live, but we'll upload it as soon as we can. Next we have Sayak Munshi, who's wanting to know about the new Duke 390. Who isn't waiting for the new Duke 390? I'm an RC owner. I love that bike. I'm more of a track guy, and I almost am tempted to buy the new Duke 390 anyway because it looks so damn good. But as of now, we don't have any official word yet in terms of when the launch is going to happen. The RC launch is happening tomorrow, as I already said. February would be my bet when they would unleash the new Duke 390, a product which all of us are waiting for a long time now. What else? So Anup Menon is online. Hello people, hello. Congratulate this man. He is the winner. Really, really good stuff. Congratulations. That PD Army t-shirt is pretty cool. I hope you like it too. What else? Am I going to be there at the launch? Oh, you bet. There's no way. Dude, I own a RC390, right? So Rishikesh, I'll definitely be there at the launch of the new KTM RC390 because I'm dying to see what all they have done to the product. It was a fantastic bike, especially for someone like me who loves riding it on the racetrack. But it had a couple of things where it could have done better. Something like the braking could have been better. Other things like the belly pan used to scrape when the leans would increase. So it'll be interesting to see if the new model solves all of those questions all of those queries, all of those drawbacks, if at all. Next is, should I go for the Dominar or the Duke 390? I would say first and foremost, wait for the 2017 Duke 390. Wait for us to review it, or at least get the first impressions, and then we'll be in a better position to tell you, because they have made quite a few changes to the new Duke 390. So then I think we'll definitely be in a much better position to answer your question, which one is better, right? What else? We have Bina, who is saying, when is the BMW G310R coming? Again, no official word on that. It was supposed to happen in the first quarter, and we still are keeping our fingers crossed for that to happen, especially with the launch of the Dominar now. That's another bike which not a lot of people have been talking about in terms of a touring setup. But yeah, it'll be interesting to now see how BMW prices the G310R with how competitively the Dominar has been priced. So let's just hope and pray that they launch it soon, and with that TVS collaboration, that they do a really good job with the pricing. And how's the non-ABS Dominar? So that's Adnan's question. It's a bummer, to be honest, because as far as the Dominar is concerned, that's the one thing which I feel that Bajaj can really work on, is consistency throughout all their bikes. So the bike which I was riding, I was not very happy with the brakes on it, because I felt that it had good bite, it had good feedback, but then as you would go harder and harder on the brakes, the stopping power wise, the bike would still coast. It did not come to a stop as quickly as I wanted to. But then there were other people, other journalists out there who were very happy with the bite and the stopping power. So that's one area where I feel Bajaj can do better in terms of making sure all the bikes perform exactly the same, or at least in a similar range, where you can't have one bike not having the best of brakes while the other one having really good. So that's something which they can really look into. And that's why, coming to your question, I really wanted to ride the non-ABS variant to see if it was the ABS which was intruding. But they did not have any non-ABS bikes there, so I could not put it to test. But that's definitely on my agenda. I definitely want to ride the non-ABS Dominar variant and see how it performs in terms of braking. What else? AC Tube. Which one is the best touring bike in India? As I said, that's supposed to be the trending question now. We did not ride the Dominar enough to answer that question correctly. First impressions were positive, but there are a lot of questions yet to be answered, because we haven't ridden the bike long distance, right? And you have really good competitors in the Himalayan, in the Mojo. It's only when we ride these bikes back to back will we be in a position to tell you something with full confidence. For that, just wait up for a comprehensive review, and yeah, we will definitely answer that. We will definitely answer that question to the best of our ability. But that's about it, guys. As I said, please stay subscribed, turn on your notifications, not only for the contest, but there's a lot of content coming your way which you definitely don't want to miss out on. The RCs that I mentioned, the RC390, the RC200, they look really nice, and there's a lot to look forward to. And of course, the Yamaha. Well, they have dropped quite a bomb, and with the Dominar, it just changes everything, right? Because we can expect Yamaha again to be priced very competitively to take the fight to Dominar. So a lot of content coming your way. So stay subscribed, turn on the notifications, and thank you so much for tuning in.